Oh, I got it! I got it! I got it, but it's still flying. What? What? Hello and welcome to this Warno DEFCON 2 2v2 game. We're in the qualifiers, and today we've got team 2 Lakes 1 Cub, consisting of Lynchie and Berthags on 39 and 79 wire, and they're up against Dragon Fishers, consisting of Tonnoman and DragoTango, and they're playing 119th Y and 27Y. So 4 divisions, which are terrible for this map. So I'm really not sure what's going on here. Yeah, just very, very strange decision making from both teams here. Often at times you see Team 2 is forced to pick PACT because all the good NATO divs have been banned or been picked. But here we've had a concerted effort by both teams to pick tank divisions for what is an infantry grindfest, which actually puts them on. That's me getting a Discord message. Sorry about that. Actually puts them on a reasonably. Oh man, I need to swap myself to do not disturb. There we go. Yeah, really interesting. So we'll start with 2 Lakes 1 Cubs deployment, and no fob. So I think they're gonna have a tough time because the only reason to go PACT on this map, unless you have to, is the fact that you can abuse rocket artillery, and they've just not brought a fob. I would honestly be bringing 2 fobs on this map. But hey, yeah, it's an interesting decision making here. These guys are like a top team, like a favorite team. I'd say I'd rank them about 4th or 5th in terms of the teams in this tournament out of 32. So I'm not sure what's going on there. And Tonnoman's really good. For some reason, he's in Division 4 in the SDL League, and he's just beating everybody up because he's like 3 times better than anybody else in Division 4. So, you know, just another standard D rank moment, I guess. So we've just got, yeah, picket line, 2 Lakes 1 Cub of Razvedka, some Spetsnaz Gru, who do have airborne forward deploy and are the only airborne forward deploy unit in this game, in this match. So they're getting there first. I would be sending one over here as well. They're playing on daytime, which makes it kind of hard to see, but well, I don't know. This map in general, the lighting presets on it are all a bit weird. Like, why can't they just make one that makes it look like Death Row? Anyway, and then that's backed up by just a bunch of infantry, samosas, couple osas, and then we got 3 heavy tanks off the bat, and I don't see any BMP2s. Switching to their opponent's deployment, it's a little bit better on this side, although they've picked worse divisions. What is this game? These guys are all good players as well. I feel like they don't want to win. And these guys had the first pick, and they picked 119th Y, which actually I lied when I said that there's no other forward deployment, because 119th Y actually gets Spetsnaz, and Spetsnaz origami paper mache. That's what OP stands for. So that's the strat. So I actually sort of understand why he's picked 119th Y. If you'd picked NATO, you could have done the same thing, but better. But I get it. So he's just going to rush in with 4 regular Spetsnaz, 3 anti-tank Spetsnaz, and try and take Echo. And the enemy really aren't going to be able to stop them particularly easily. He's defending it with a plane. And yeah, on the left side, you know, not much going over there, just a couple of units for each team. And this CV is going to go Bravo Delta, which is interesting. I suppose this one's probably going to go Alpha Charlie India. Okay, so that's the deployment. We'll cast the game. We'll do it from this perspective. I want to see how this works out. Right, so they're off, and I'd like to take the time to thank the generous channel joiners to get the names on the screen, to get the videos early, and they're really, man, I've messed that up, haven't I? It's too far forwards. It's too far over my head here. I just need to, I don't know. So he gets the recon helo there. I'm missing it. Get the names on the screen. Get exclusive videos. I've really messed this up. There we go. That's probably a bit better. I can see more now. There's more sunlight entering my eyes. So 2 ASFs. They get the AT plane. They get the recon heli, and the Spetsnaz Gru did actually get there first. So he's going to get some nice kills there. So that's one Spetsnaz down, so that's 110 points. Second Spetsnaz down, 220 points. So that was a nice 220 point volley there. And there's a BMP2, which will start hitting these guys. The Spetsnaz here died. This guy needs to unload a bit earlier. First grad purchased, so they've not gone FOB, but they have gone grad, which is interesting. SU-27 coming out on this Mi-24K is probably going to go down, particularly as it shows side armor there, although I don't think helicopter armor does anything anymore. They broke that a while ago, then just didn't bother to fix it. It used to work. And yeah, many cigarettes needs to not drive the grad this far forwards, otherwise he's not going to be able to shoot. But even though red managed to take this zone, blue have the advantage in points, because red went for that slow CV, and this is just sat here instead of going India Charlie. So DragoTango there making some mistakes, and now, you know, many cigarettes and Lynchie have got the opportunity to start pushing people out. See Tunguska gets smacked by a Metis squad there, and this Vasilek should be constantly shooting. You want to just queue up a bunch of attack orders on this building. BMP2 gets side shot, otherwise that would have survived, because this only does 17 AP. BMP2 has 4 front armor, but only 2 side armor, I think. Depends which variant it is. If it's the 2D, I believe it has 3 side armor. So Grad comes out here, hits the Spetsnaz and the Igla. So it might kill this Spetsnaz squad, because he's right in the middle of it. And that Spetsnaz OP is very scary, but he's been spotted now. So if the regular Spetsnaz can kill this Motostrelki quickly, he needs to get the OP back a building, really. Oh, I see, but now the 30mm calling in, and yeah, another grad purchase. So they've gone, both players have brought grads, but they've not opened FOB, which is interesting. And yeah, the grads are being used to great effect, to grad effect. Doesn't really work, does it? But yeah, so red have finally secured. No, he's okay. So this is the problem with these tracked CVs. They are slow, and yeah, they're just getting hammered. It was a nice idea, but they're oh, this is probably going to die as well. No, he gets in, maybe. Oh, yeah. So it was a really nice idea, but their CV purchases let them down. So the early point lead that they would have got from holding this zone for the first 4 minutes of the game is now gone. That should be alright, because they just didn't secure all their own zones, and they used tracked CVs, which are slower than wheeled CVs. The reason people like this RKHM thing is because it's really cheap. It's 55 points, it's way less than the other ones, but it's a tracked CV. This guy's dead now, because you get hit once, you just start spinning in a circle like a Looney Tunes character, and you can't land. So, oh, okay, the also gets a bit unlucky there. So it's very difficult to do anything. I think they should just route when they get hit, and the routing should consist of them just trying to go back to their base as soon as possible. None of this spinning nonsense. MTLB gets smacked there. These Metis are really doing a lot of work. And he's brought a supply for them as well. So TATUD's on the field, and it's just shooting infantry and getting hit. Oh no, I see, it's going on a TABB there. Smokes because of the Conkers, but you've got no supply there. Okay, supply's coming up. He needs this supply over here, really. Cluster 2 out here. That's going to be pretty lethal, and it really does depend. See, because the Conkers does 1 damage. Oh, okay, this man's very dead now, because the smoke's gone, his engine's damaged, so he's not going to have time to drive out the way of this mega cluster. So down he goes, and his mate almost dies too. The seed plane didn't get anything and died, but it did manage to protect the cluster too. So it sort of did its job. And yeah, so red are on a +2 now. They should have been on a +2 for the last 4 minutes. They've sort of missed their window here, because they can't hold this. You know, as soon as blue get their head screwed on, they're going to take this back, because there's just nothing here. So, yeah, it's kind of going the way I predicted. Help beacon there. CV goes down because it was in the open. Could have smoked it off with a mortar, but not the Vasilek. The Vasilek doesn't fire smoke in this game. I was recently informed by historical accuracy that in real life it can fire smoke from the autoloader, whereas I was previously of the opinion that it could only fire smoke manually if you load it from the top. The way this thing works is that you've got these automatic cassettes. It's not really represented in game, but it literally looks like a radio cassette, which half of my audience probably have never seen before. And you just like push that into the autoloader and it fires, and then you pull it back out and you put the next few in. So there you go. Red are just screwed, dude. This is so over. I'm gonna consider speeding this up. LGBT's out, and it gets both of them because Berthags really wanted to put them close to each other there, and then he reversed both of them, whereas the optimum play would have been to send one forward, send one backwards, so that the splash doesn't kill both of them. And yeah, the LGBTs are just killing all the tanks. The issue with picking 119Y and 27Y is that you've got no cubs between you, whereas these two divs both have cubs, although I've noticed they've neglected to bring them. And you want cubs. So this is looking pretty over to me. I'm going to start speeding it up. Apparently there's another 15 minutes left, but I think the mistakes have already been made, and I don't want to waste your time. So we'll hit to 5 times speed here and just see if there's any potential for a comeback. Not sure what Blue are buying. They don't seem to be in any hurry to save this area. You know, to firmly secure this area. There you go. Double grad out from both teammates. That's good coordination, actually, because that was 1 grad from each teammate, I think. So these guys, they bought 4 grads when the momentum was on their side. And just a bit of poor tank micro there. He's losing that guy. You see the RPGs flying around. And Red are really going to struggle to get back in with all the grads, but I just don't understand why they didn't open FOB. As the AA nets get set up, the planes are less and less useful. Over here you've got Lynchie attacking with just infantry. There's not a whole lot of fire support for it, but there's just nobody in this zone either. So the +4 tick continues. They buy even more artillery. They've got a Katsia now. I really do think they should have bought some BMP2s with infantry and got the infantry back in here. Cluster 2's back out, gets a T-80BV and a Vasilek. Suicides for it. All they're trying to do is buy time. They're on a +2 now. Oh, the tick has stopped. So there you go. Red have managed to secure the lines, but how are they going to get... I mean, they're just so far behind. Just don't see it happening. Do let me know what you think about speeding it up. Would you have rather have watched the last minute over the course of 5 minutes? And then the grads turn their attention over here, down all that goes, and now the infantry can move up. And there was a grad fired here, it got a T-80BV and a Tor. So there's a lot of artillery, man. So there's 3 Akatsias and 4 grads. 4 Akatsias and 4 grads, but no FOB. So it's probably the most artillery we've seen. There you go. Oh, Burrito! Burrito! Whoa, cool Burrito volley there. I'm sorry I missed that. Or at least I only catch part of it. But, you know, this game's just so over right now. Blue have got in here, and so, you know, all they need to do is just smoke this, but apparently all these Akatsias have better things to do, like not fire. And yeah, look, they've even got a CV with it, so that they can all reload faster, so that they can take their smoke break sooner. But Red have actually somehow got a CV in here. And yeah, okay, so there's lots of RT here, and they're firing from next to their FOB, because why not? And the FOB's taking some damage there. But yeah, Blue's back on that +2, and this game should end momentarily. Seeing all the RT party. So I can understand going Red on this map for the RT spam, particularly if you can make it past the first few minutes of the game. But I think Blue's strategy was kind of pants, to tell you the truth. And, sorry, I mean Red's strategy was kind of pants, to tell you the truth. Like they were like, we're going to get there first with 119Y and then hold it with the heavy tanks. But because of the CVs they bought, they just wasted their whole opportunity. And then they were actually behind on points. So they had to keep attacking. And so they just lost. So I know 3 of these players, right? There are 3 good players in this game. I apologize to DragoTango, but I've never heard of him. And he's apparently had one ranked game. So this just comes up with my profile, so I can't show you Tonnoman. But Lynchie, he's had 500 multiplayer games. But many cigarettes, man. Check this guy out. He's had, 260 odd, 272. Is that right? 272 ranked games this season, whereas I've had, 100 and something, 103. So he was, I mean, look how many multiplayer total games he's had. He plays a lot of this game, and Lynchie still carried him. So it's interesting, just a really weird game, actually. I mean, it's easy to judge, but that was odd. Please do let me know what you think, and I'll see you in the next one.